Hello everyone, it's Jennifer and it's my first day back in the office from spring break. I hope you guys out there have enjoyed some pretty spring weather where you are and were able to spend time with your families or may even be doing it now. For those of you who are up in the north, I bet your spring break will be a little bit later, but for me, my spring break was last week and I took advantage of that time to do a little bit of spring cleaning. Well, a lot of spring cleaning because it's about the only time I have a large block of time that I can really tackle some of those bigger projects. And you know what I'm really grateful for? My Norwex products, because my Norwex products made spring cleaning so much quicker than it used to be and easier too. So the products we're going to be talking about today are Norwex, just top 10 products that really are the workhorses that'll do almost all of the cleaning you need to have cleaned in your home. And the first three I want to talk about actually make up our household package. So it is the Enviro Cloth, the window cloth, and of course our wonderful dust mitt. The Enviro Cloth, just to go over this real quick, this is our Enviro Cloth. It starts with E for every clean. This is like your multi-purpose cleaner, right? And I want to show you once again the 8 clean sides. And some of you guys wonder about that. You know, so many of us, me, wad up a cloth and just dust with a big mob wad, right? Well, really, this doesn't allow the cloth to work the best it possibly can. If you will fold it flat, put your hand flat on it and let more of the cloth touch the surface, it's going to pick up more dirt, dust, and debris and do a better job cleaning for you. I have got it folded in what looks like 4, but it really gives you 8 clean sides. So once you wipe everything with this, all you have to do is put it in your other hand and use another surface for a clean cloth. Then unfold it, fold it the other way, and you've got 2 more clean surfaces, and that gives you 4 clean surfaces. And then if you want to go ahead and you still have more to clean and you need more clean cloth, all you have to do is open it up, refold it the opposite direction, and you've got 4 more clean sides. Once again, this can be used wet or dry. Will clean almost everything in your home. What do you do when you have something that it's a little more shiny and you want a good polish on it? That's when I bring in my window cloth. Sometimes I use this by itself. Sometimes I use it after I use my Enviro Cloth, which has done most of the heavy duty cleaning, and this just needs to be polished. This can be also used wet or dry. I personally like to use this slightly damp just by itself. A lot of times in Texas we might have a little bit of dust or dirt on the surface and not really need the workhorse here, but I want to get that extra polish on it so it'll get this slightly damp. This one also use the 8 clean sides method. That will give you the most cleaning surfaces. Once again, flat palm. I actually fold it in half again because I have kind of a small hand, and that gives me better control of this cloth to just wipe down any shiny surface. Glass, polished stone, windows, your shiny appliances, anything that you have that you might want to have a polish on it. Sometimes I'll even grab this if my eyeglasses are sitting there and I need to do a quick polish on those too. The third product I want to talk about is our Ultra Plush Ultra Thick Dust Mitt. This can be used wet or dry as well. I personally like it dry because it just picks up and holds everything. Some people like to put one on each hand, do double duty, you know, get I like to say last time you wear the mittens for the winter if you're doing your spring cleaning because you have one hand, one on the other. You can also do the same thing here. You can put one cloth on your other hand and get another clean side. This is great to do slatted blinds. You can even pick up those little tchotchkes or figurines or lamps and just easily wrap your fingers around it. The spindles on your staircase is great with this cloth, and this holds an amazing amount of dirt. One story I've heard about this dust mitt that works great, I haven't personally tried it, but I know a lot of people out there have tremendous success cleaning screens with this, either wet or dry. So take this over your screens, gets the dust out of all those little crevices, Or make up a small bucket of a little bit of UPP and water, dip this in there, slosh it around, and then go over your screens to help dissolve all that winter dirt and debris that's stuck in them there. So these are our 3 workhorse products. Want to tell you a little story about my house. When I first joined Norwex, I was all on board about cleaning without chemicals, but I wasn't brought up that way. You know, I was brought up you needed all those sprays and polishes to really do the job right. So I got rid of almost all of them, but I have to confess, I have this one deep dark corner under my sink where I snuck a hiding place for my spray furniture polish. And it really hadn't seen the light of day for several years, but you know, I was saying I very rarely do deep cleaning except for when I have a block of time. And I was in the dining room and had this, you know, an old dining room table that the teenagers in my house are responsible for cleaning. And I say responsible for cleaning, but some of you with teenagers out there know just how well they clean. Anyway, so it was on the surface it looked clean, but when you got on it, there were just this kind of gunk and goo, and I don't even know what was on it. And so what did I do? I first took my dust mitt, smeared it on there, you know. Dust mitt didn't really handle it. It was, I don't know what it was, gummy gooky. Then I took my Enviro Cloth, kind of put it on there, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna go get that furniture polish. So I went back under that deep dark crevices in my sink, grabbed that furniture polish, sprayed it on there, started to wipe it away, and it got worse. And it got worse. And it just turned into this total mess. So I said, okay, going back to Norwex. So I got my Enviro Cloth, got it a little bit damp, used it just flat palm, just as I just showed you, wiped it, it came right off. In fact, that whole table looked like an entirely new table. And I just have to say that spray polish finally went in the trash. I have to tell you, I did add something to my trash bin out there, but it was for a very good cause, because now I will never go back again. Have this great table that just looks absolutely beautiful now because I just used my Norwex Enviro Cloth on it. Okay, that said, let's move on to another fantastic product that is going to take care of your floors. It's our Norwex Mop System. Some of you out there absolutely love this. We have a variety of mop pads for a variety of jobs. I'm going to walk you through this very closely or very quickly because we've got a lot of things to talk about. First of all, this is our dry mop pad. This replaces the broom in your house. You use it yellow, sunshine, dry, and I also offset it. So Brandon, can you see how I've offset this a little bit? I put it, the base a little bit closer to this end so I can kick up on my baseboards and kind of get this little edge up on the baseboards. This, once again, is used as my broom. Also, if I don't, I have it in the non-lock position, it can swivel around, you know, 360 degrees. If I wanted to just go back and forth, there's a little flippy thing here, right here, that's a technical term, little flippy thing. You just push it down and lock it in. And it's this one I haven't locked very often, but just push it in there tight, just like that. And now it doesn't swivel. It will just go back and forth, and you can just move it like this. See the difference? And then once I unlock it, sorry, I'm left-handed, so let me flip that forward again. It now gives you the full 360 rotation there. So that is the locking mechanism on our mop. Now, what I want to really talk about today, and I'm so excited about, we launched it last year, is our recycled mop pad. So this is amazing. You may wonder, why do I have a plastic bottle here? Because this mop pad is actually made out of over 2 of these bottles. We've kept these bottles out of the landfill, and we've really put them to a second use in our mop pads. You'll know you're using a recycled mop pad because it will have our green Norwex recycled symbol, the 3 little leaves on it. So all of our products that contain recycled content will have green writing on the tags on them or on the binding of them. So anyway, this works just as well as our standard wet mop pad. I actually love that. Once again, I bought a second one when this came out. I usually use more wet mop pads than I do dry mop pads and like to have 2 or 3 on hand. So this is great for you to consider as a supplemental mop pad, or if you just need to replace your existing pad because it's been used really hard. Because once again, it performs it as well as the first wet mop pad we introduced, but it has that recycled content. So let me just show you, for those of you who haven't used our mop system, how easy it is to pull off our mop pad. You just take it off. We've got the Velcro here, and you can easily just slip this right on here. Once again, I have offset it just so you can see that little edge to flip up, right? Okay, so now if I were going to come over here, Brandon, can you follow me over here? We're going to show them a couple of things about this mop system. So here we are on an actual floor. Brandon, can you see, so I can show them how to adjust the height of this?
Sure.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is put my foot on the base and gently rotate. So many of us overwork this mop handle. We struggle with it. We twist it tight and we just fight it. It really doesn't take much pressure at all. You just do a slight twist. And this moves up and down very easily to get it to the right height. You want it to be about up under your chin, and then you twist it back the other direction. And then on the wide edge, we like that to be facing away from you, so you can keep all the dirt and debris on the leading edge of that mop pad. And we do a figure 8 pattern. Why? Once again, to make sure we're picking up all the dirt and leaving it in front of the mop pad. So that's it. How simple is that? We have spring cleaning down to actually 4 products. No buckets, no sprays, no buckets, no sprays, no extra, all those extra bottles and products to carry around. Just simply water, cloths, and your Norwex mop. So for those of you out there, I'm anxious to hear all your spring cleaning stories with Norwex products, or how Norwex has been a solution for you in so many of your cleaning situations. So be sure you reach out to us at and send us your stories right here at Norwex, and we look forward to talking to you in a few more weeks.